Hi YouTube, this is Diane. Excuse me. This is my review of the Mollie Ollie, I'm not sure if it's Mimmo or Mimmo Caddy. Find a home for everything. And their website down here is www.mollieollie.com. And I got the gray with the teal on the inside. There's also a turquoise exterior with a rose on the inside. This is originally designed as a diaper caddy organizer. I definitely could see it being used that way, and as a mom of 14, trust me, this would have been extremely handy. So let's talk about its exterior is felt, the interior is the polyester, so it's kind of that shiny stuff. To clean it, you spot clean. You don't want to throw this in your washing machine. Do not iron, do not dry clean, do not bleach. It's roughly 14.5 by 9.5 by 7.5, so the height is 7.5, which I think is a very good, very good size. I was approached by Mollie Ollie to do this review, and I was very glad to be approached about this. It's my first review doing of a product like this, and I want to tell you my impressions of this. Again, I do have 14 children, and I have tried just about every diaper, bag, something configuration. This would have been fabulous. Let's show you the different features. This is, I guess, the front. There are 3 pockets here. The back side also has 3 pockets. I guess this is the front with their logo. So both sides have these pockets. One end has a zip pocket, and it fully zips down. So you could, there's a little Velcroed pocket here, and these various lengths of elastic to put items in. And this other end has an open pocket. That'd be easy to slip something in and out. Let me open it up. So here is the interior. Now, what you may not be able to see, or you can see this one right here, this Velcro. There's Velcro here and there's Velcro here. This comes with an insert, same material, and also there's a bigger one that goes the full width, and there's a smaller piece. This allows you really to customize this for whatever your needs are. So you could, oops, I got that the wrong way. The Velcro is very strong. And on the interior you have the loop side, so it's not going to grab things. The hook side is this part on this interior. So if you don't use the dividers, you don't have to worry about something getting caught on that. That's a good design characteristic. And then you could put the shorter side over here if you want. I'm going to do that for demonstration purposes. I don't have anybody in diapers anymore. It took me over 25 years to be able to say that. With 14 kids, there were times that we had 3 in diapers. This would work fabulous as a diaper caddy. You could put wipes here, like a big wipes container, and then you could stack diapers. And you could put, there was a favorite baby powder I really liked. On the end, you could put diaper ointment or hand sanitizer and zip it up. On this end, you could put, any little, maybe you're changing baby, you need a place for your phone. I could see this being used in like a trunk. And yes, I am one of those moms who has actually changed her child, laid my child in my clean, empty trunk because it was a nice flat space to change a diaper. Because trust me, you do what you need to do as a mom. This would have been great. It's very portable, and it's lightweight, but it can hold some heft to it. And I want to give a close-up on the felt. Let's see if I could zoom out just a wee bit. Nope, I could zoom in. Can I zoom out? Oh, that's as far out as I can zoom. The handles are folded over, so they're double. What could you put in here? Like I said, diapers. Well, let's say you don't have a little one anymore to worry about. This kind of thing. This would be great, especially if like you're taking it to a babysitter. Here's all the diaper stuff. I tried backpacks, I tried baskets, a whole slew of items. And with this kind of polyester fabric, again, spot washing it would be so easy. I wouldn't put anything liquid in here, like a sippy cup that could leak on it, because again, it's not washable in the machine. But you could put like bottles, you could put a can of formula in here. I had some of my children had formula. Most of them were nursed, but some of them had formula. And they're all healthy. It works. Do what you need to do. So, what else could you use this with? Well, I'm a quilter, as many of you know. So let me make just a little bit of an adjustment here. So what else could you put in here? Well, say I'm going to a quilt retreat or a class or something. So I need to have my seam ripper. It's got a lot of threads on the outside, but this is my seam ripper. This is my seam ripper end, and then this end is a stiletto. You just put it in the handle, use it. This is extremely sharp, so I always make sure to close it back up. And then it comes with this handy pouch, which again, I've been sewing, so it's got threads all over it. If you're a quilter sewer, you totally get it. It's a drawstring. Well, that could go either in there or it could go in this front pocket. What else could you do? A cloth measuring tape or a different type of measuring tape could go in there. This is one of the magnetic pin holders. There are a whole variety of them. Sometimes they have a lid, sometimes they don't, but you could put something like that in here. Those magnets are very strong. As in, I spilled my pins and then I've gone back and just taken my magnet over and picked up all my pins. This little tin I found at a thrift store. I put filled bobbins, because when I do a project I tend to fill like 3, 4, 5 bobbins. This thread I'm not using for this particular project, but I will be using this black here, this RFL black. I also have extra needles, and for the project that I'm working on, I use my 1/4 inch. Oh, that's the stitch in the ditch one. So my extra feet I'll throw in here, my screwdriver in case I need to change a needle. It's just a little tin that would fit in here really nicely. These are extra quilting feet for my machine. This handy dandy container that would fit in here. These are my Wonder Clips. Love Wonder Clips. That could fit in here. I could also, my rotary cutter. I would put this actually in the zip pocket to protect the blade and protect my fingers. This is a seam press, so if you don't want to get up, like if you're doing a lot of foundation paper piecing, sometimes it's easier just to press it with this than get up all the time and do your pressing at the steam iron. But that could go in there in the front pocket. This is called an add a quarter plus ruler. What it does is there's a little rim right here, and you put your seam there, and then you cut on the edge. So that could fit in that front pocket there. And again, you have more pockets back here. This is a handy Lint Mitt from Norwex. This works better than those little rollers, but you could stick one of those little rollers in here. And I might put that on the end. I love this, Mary Ellen's Best Press. I would put that in here, making sure that the nozzle was on off. Just again, so it wouldn't drip, because I use that. You could put smaller rulers in here, so you could take off this side and put a smaller ruler, or even a smaller cutting mat, particularly if you're foundation paper piecing. You could put, oh, where did I set it? Here it is. For example, I'm doing a quilt block of the month, and so when I go into the store, they have everything in a bag ready for me to go. So I can put that in there and go, oh, this is the project I'm going to work on. Slip that in there. Again, it'll handle the weight. I have my friction pen. This is what I mark my fabric with. Stick that in there. Have a regular writing pen with sticky notes because I always am using these to, especially if I'm adapting a pattern of any kind. Throw that in there. I put that on the end. And the pen over here. Yeah, anything like that would be handy to have in one place, and you could set it kind of at your table. You could set it at near your chair. That would work really well. As stitchers, what could we put in here? We might need pins. Pull this stuff out real quick. As stitchers, you could remove this. And you could easily throw it in a project bag. Or we tend to bring more than that. I would still bring your paper and your pen, your writing pen, because that's always handy to have. You put project bags in there. You could put any kind of frame, like if you had a Q-snap, you wanted to put Q-snap in there. Any kind of accessory. You can even have, again, I would say a sealed drink you could put in there, or a sealed snack you could put in there. I would throw it up here in one of these pockets. Again, this would be a stitching retreat or quilting retreat you could drive to, because there is no zipper up here. There's no way to close this. So I would say not bring this on an airplane in case it would get spilled and you wouldn't want your stuff flying everywhere. This is personal opinion. But again, it's very lightweight. What am I using this for? I'm currently not using this for my stitching, although it's available if I need to. What I use it for, and I'm going to put these back in. Okay, so the dividers. Oops. Oops. Helps if I put the right sides together. And again, I wouldn't need this divider if I didn't want it. What I'm using mine for is my Bible study. So, here's my Bible, and it fits in here, and it's a hefty Bible. It fits in here, and I have my journal. And then here are the highlighters that I like to use. I like to use these midliner highlighters. They have a fat end and a narrow end. And I like the colors. You can actually read what's underneath, whether it's with your own handwriting or print. I also put in, these are my favorite all time. They are SIPA, S-I-P-A, fine liner pen pack. And I bought that through Amazon. So I'll put those in there. These micron pens, which I love to use. And then I'm working through this book, so I can put my book in there. And then I'm working through the book of Romans. This is the book of Romans. Scripture on this side, blank on this side, so I can mark it up however I want and write whatever I want. This is what I'm using. And again, it can handle the weight. I wouldn't put this and my Strong's Concordance and my Bible dictionary and my Roman commentary on Romans, and there's another Bible that I often refer to, because this one doesn't have the study notes on, and I bought that one purposefully, so then I have to put the notes in myself. So it can handle the weight. I like that this is visual, so I'm a very visual person. That, oh yeah, I need to do that, so I can grab it. I can take it to a chair. I can take it to a different room. I could take it to a Bible study. I could see myself taking this to church at some point. And then, again, you have other pockets. It doesn't zip on the top, but it does zip here along the end. That is what I'm using mine for. Okay, would I purchase this? Yes. Yes, this would be a product that I would purchase another one for myself. for another use in my house. The versatility, the lightweight, I think it's with this felt fabric, it's durable. There are a couple things I would suggest with regard to making it even a little more friendly. One is the bottom is also the same felt, that if there was a vinyl or maybe little feet just to keep it off the ground, if you were putting it in the back of your trunk or taking it to retreat and setting it on the floor, that's one thing I would say. Again, these are my personal reflections. Also here, I can see this getting really worn, so I don't know if you would put another piece of fabric on there. I mean, it feels really good and sturdy, and I like that it holds the shape, so they don't flip-flop all over the place. I mean, they're designed to kind of flop down, but they keep their shape, and I think it's a really good design in that respect. I just think that, when you're ready to go and grab, especially if you have anything on your hands as a mom, very, very common job hazard or job requirement. I think the price point is an excellent price point, and I think it's sewn very, very well. Nice straight seams, nice square product. It's a little cushy, but not so much it detracts from the overall product. The bottom does come up, but again, when I have my Bible in here, I refolded it, so that's where the bottom. So overuse, it will just lay perfectly flat. Not to mention, if you're not using it, or maybe you take it on a plane, like you pack this in your suitcase for a stitching retreat, and then you are ready for your stitching retreat, so you put stuff in it to physically take from your hotel room to wherever the location is. It folds so nice and flat. It's just a really nice, I have the insert in at the moment, so it's not going to want to fold as easily. But you just put the insert along the side there, and you can fold it nice and flat to be put into a suitcase. But yeah, the only improvements I would say is some kind of foot, or maybe a vinyl type of bottom for a little more durability, and a little section here, maybe for just hands because of oils on our hands. I see that breaking this down over time. But I see this lasting for me for quite some time, particularly since I don't have a little one for diapers. This would be something I would give to somebody as a baby gift. I like it that much. So I will link the shop. I'll link the web page. I will link, you can buy it through Amazon also. I will link that on there in the description box below, and you could see other people's reviews. And I will link, I know that Annie, I'm blanking on her floss tube name right now. I'll link her review, and there was another review of the Mollie Ollie in the floss tube community. I'll link their reviews below, so you can also see their perspective. But thumbs up on this product if that matters, if my opinion matters. But I really, as a mom of 14, this would have been so handy, and just the size. It's not too bulky. It's not too small. I could see it being used all the time. So I hope you have a good day, and I will talk to you later. Bye-bye.